In this video, we're going to be talking about how to run the legal report here in the reports options. And in order to do that, let's just do the very simple case first where all we want is a legal description of one parcel here. So I'm just going to locate that element and I'm basically going to reset to skip all the other prompts there. So I've just selected one parcel there and it's given me the name of the alignment, which I called lot 1. It starts at a point, the points that I use to lay out the parcel, and it gives me, the bearing and distance around that point. So that's the most, the most simplistic legal description there. So the command allows some other things there. One thing it allows us to do is to pick a parent. So I'm gonna, again, choose this lot, and I'm gonna pick this parent tract that's around the whole area. And I'm going to skip the primary and secondary references. And what I'll notice about the parent tract is it allows you to list that legal description around that parent tract and then around the lot as well. You'll notice if you look at the raw XML and you look at the description of that parent tract, you'll see that it has an extra flag on it or an extra attribute on it called is legal parent. So that's just a way to kind of segregate out that one um, tract from all the others to report on it a little bit differently there. So that's the parent. Um, and then let's talk about primary and secondary references. Again, we're going to run a legal description around this lot here. We're going to not choose a parent this time, but we are going to choose a primary and then a bandwidth. And I have annotated here in my drawing a 60-foot bandwidth. And what that's going to do is these points that fall within this 60-foot bandwidth are going to be reported offset to this primary reference. And then anything that falls outside of that bandwidth, which will be these 2 points here, will be reported to this secondary reference here. So I'm going to accept that bandwidth of 60 feet. Then I'm going to choose the secondary reference and reset. And to see that, we'll want to go to a different XSL. So for example, let's look at property description. And we can see that when it's going around here, the first point, which is that upper left point, it said it's 30 feet to the right of mainline. And then when it goes to the next point, we have a point that's 25 feet to the left of the side road. So because that point there fell outside of that 60-foot bandwidth, it's going to be reported referencing that secondary alignment. So anything in the bandwidth that goes to the primary alignment, anything outside the bandwidth that goes to the secondary alignment there. So that's just a quick description of the 4 prompts you get from the legal description. You get the elements you want to report on, the parent tract, the primary reference with bandwidth, and then secondary reference.